Hello, dear senior. Have you ever looked in the mirror and noticed a small mark on your skin that seemed to whisper, "I wasn't here before"? As the years go by, our skin carries the stories of our lives, every wrinkle a memory, every freckle a sunlit afternoon. But sometimes, those quiet changes on our skin aren't just age or time speaking sometimes. They're warnings, gentle, subtle, but important. Skin cancer doesn't always shout. Sometimes it's just a mole that's changed, shape, or a dry patch that won't go away. And for many of us in our golden years, it's easy to dismiss these signs. We've been through so much, after all. But this isn't about fear. This is about awareness, about noticing, about loving the skin that has sheltered us for so long. Because catching cancer early can save, not just our health. It can give us more days to hold our grandchildren, more walks in the garden, more warm tea on quiet mornings. So let's take a gentle look together at the signs, the risks, the ways we can protect this precious skin of ours, and the hope that still lives in every cell of our being. Number 1. The first sign. When a mole starts to speak. Let's begin gently, with something small, a mole. Now, many of us have had moles since we were young, little brown dots scattered like constellations across our skin. They've been with, used through sunshine, through seasons, through life. But sometimes, even the most familiar marks can begin to change. And when they do, it's our body's quiet way of telling us something. Skin cancer, especially melanoma, often begins with a single mole that starts acting differently. It might grow, change shape, darken, fade in the middle, develop uneven edges, or begin to itch or bleed. There's a helpful rule we can remember. A BCDE, A is for asymmetry. One half doesn't match the other. B is for border. The edges are irregular or blurred. C is for color. It's not just brown. Maybe there are patches of black, blue, red or white. D is for diameter. It's bigger than the end of a pencil eraser. About 6 millimeters. E is for evolving. It's changing in any way, whether size, shape, color, or how it feels. If you notice any of these signs on a mole you've had for years, or one that suddenly appeared, it's not about panic. It's about checking. It's about asking your doctor, could you take a look at this for me? Because you see, early detection doesn't just help. It saves lives. Melanoma, when caught early, can often be treated successfully. And all it takes is your eyes, your awareness, your care. Our skin has protected us all our lives. Maybe now, it's time we return the favor. Number 2. When the skin speaks in whispers. Not all warnings come in the form of moles. Sometimes, our skin changes quietly, without color, without drama, without pain. Just different. It might be a rough patch that feels like sandpaper, a sore that doesn't heal after weeks, a spot that bleeds just a little, crusts over, and then returns. Or maybe it's just a dry area that looks harmless until one day it's not. These signs, especially in older skin, are often mistaken for just age or just dryness. But sometimes, they are the early murmurs of non-melanoma skin cancer like basal cell carcinoma or squamous cell carcinoma. Now, don't let the long names scare you. What matters is that these types of skin cancer often start gently and can be treated well if caught early. The key is noticing. Have you ever had a spot on your face, scalp, or hands, places that have seen a lot of sun that just doesn't seem to go away? That's worth a second look, especially for us who spent many summers tending gardens, walking to markets, or sitting under the gentle warmth of the sun. The skin remembers every ray. Here's a simple truth. Healthy skin heals. If something lingers too long or feels odd to the touch, it's worth asking about, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. And remember, there's no shame in being cautious. In fact, there's great strength in saying, I'd rather check this now than regret it later, because your skin is your story, and every story deserves to be protected, honored, and continued. If this video brought a smile to your face or warmed your heart, don't forget to tap the like button. Number 3. Why the sun leaves its mark. Let's take a moment to look back, not just at the past few years, but at a lifetime lived beneath the sun. Think of all those mornings spent hanging, clothes in the breeze, the afternoons in the garden, the holidays by the sea. We didn't think much of sunscreen then, did we? The sun was our companion, warm, golden, comforting. We wore our sun-kissed skin like a badge of life well lived. But here's the thing, the skin never forgets. Every bit of sun exposure, especially without protection, builds up over time. Like pages in a book, the years collect. And for those of us in our 60s, 70s, 80s, or beyond, our skin has already turned many chapters. That's why older adults are more vulnerable to skin cancer. Not because we've done something wrong, but simply because we've lived long and well. Our skin has thinned too, the body's natural ability to repair damaged DNA caused by UV rays slows down, and years of unprotected exposure begin to show their costs. Other risk factors play their part as well. Fair skin, light eyes, a family history of skin cancer, even certain medications that make our skin more sensitive to the sun. But among the strongest of all, time. Yet here's the good news. Knowing this gives us power, because even now, it's not too late to protect the skin we're in. It's not too late to wear that hat, apply that sunscreen, sit in the shade, or check in with our doctor when something feels off. Age doesn't weaken our wisdom, it sharpens it. We no longer take chances the way we once did, and that includes how we care for the skin that has carried you so far. Let's not feel regret for the sunshine of the past. Let's simply honor it by protecting ourselves now and in the days to come. Number 4. Gentle shields. Protecting the skin we're in. Prevention isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about small, thoughtful choices made with care, made with love, especially for the skin that's walked with us through all of life's seasons. Let's begin with something simple. The sun. We know it gives us warmth, joy, and light. But even now, after all these years, it can still be harsh to older skin. So what can we do? Well, we can dress wisely, not heavily, but wisely. A wide brim hat for garden days. Long, loose sleeves when we're out and about. Sunglasses to guard not just our eyes, but the tender skin around them. And yes, sunscreen. Think of sunscreen. Not as something for the young, but as a balm for wise skin. Choose one with at least SPF 30. And don't forget to reapply every couple of hours, especially if you're outdoors, even on cloudy days. Those UV rays sneak through. Next, we stay mindful. Do regular skin checks, either by yourself, with a loved one, or with a nurse or doctor. Look for any new marks, changes in old ones, or places that feel a little not right. You don't need to become an expert overnight. Just stay curious, observant, kind to yourself. And remember, hydration matters too. Older skin dries more easily. A good moisturizer, gentle soaps, and staying hydrated with enough water, all these keep the skin stronger and more resilient. Finally, share what you know. If you notice something strange on a friend's skin, or they notice something on yours, speak up, gently, kindly. Because when we look out for one another, we create a circle of care. We can't turn back the clock or erase every sun-drenched memory, nor should we want to. But we can walk forward with wisdom, with protection, with the quiet confidence of knowing that taking care of our skin is not vanity, it's dignity. Number 5. Healing light. When hope meets care. If you've listened this far, it means you care about your body, about your future, about the quiet wisdom that comes with age. And that is powerful. Now, let's talk gently about healing not with fear, but with faith. Because yes, skin cancer can be treated. And when found early, the success rate is often remarkably high for many. Treatment may be as simple as removing a suspicious spot, a small procedure, done quickly, and then it's over. No long hospital stays, no harsh treatments, just a bit of caution, a bit of care, and a fresh start. For others, if the cancer has grown deeper or spread further, there are still strong options. From surgical removal to topical treatments, cryotherapy, light therapy, or even targeted medications. Doctors today have many tools, and they are used with precision, especially for older patients. And no, you're never too old to be treated. In fact, many elderly patients do very well because treatment today isn't about being aggressive. It's about being gentle but effective. Doctors consider your overall health, your comfort, and your quality of life. They want you to live fully, not just survive. But beyond medicine, there is another kind of healing, emotional healing. Knowing you've caught something early, feeling the relief of a good doctor's words, reclaiming peace of mind. And for those who may be scared, please know this. Asking for help is not weakness. It's courage. Letting someone take a look at your skin is not shameful. It's self-respect. It means you're still choosing life, still choosing hope, because healing isn't just about removing something from your skin. It's about restoring trust in your body and love for the years you still have ahead. So let us walk forward, protected, informed, hopeful. You've lived through storms before, and if this is a storm too, then know this: even storms pass, and when they do, the sun returns. But this time, we'll meet it wisely and let it warm us, not harm us. If you've stayed with us through this journey from the smallest mole to the greatest hope, thank you. Truly, this wasn't just a lesson about skin. It was a reminder that even in our later years, our bodies are still speaking to us. That caring for ourselves is not something we leave behind with youth. It's something we deepen with wisdom. Maybe today you'll look at your skin a little differently. Maybe you'll help a loved one notice a mark they hadn't seen. Maybe, just maybe, you'll feel a little more empowered and a little less afraid. And that's all we hope for. If this video touched your heart or helped you in some way, even just a little, please consider giving it a like, leaving us a comment below, and sharing it with someone you care about. You never know whose life you might change just by clicking share. And if you'd like to keep learning with us gently, warmly, and always with kindness, please subscribe to our channel. There's so much more we want to explore with you about health, about happiness, about growing older with grace. We read every message with love, and your presence here means more than you know. Thank you for your time, your trust, and your heart. Until next time, take care of yourself and take care of each other.